Miracle Boy Boxing. I am your hosting Cruz, and I'm so excited for this fight coming up on Saturday, Madison Square Garden, New York, June 10th, on the eve of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. It's a tradition every year, where all Puerto Ricans come together. Vast majority of Puerto Ricans come together, and it's a cultural thing, man, in New York every year. Around June 10th. This same weekend coming up, and prior to the parade, there's always a boxing event in New York, in Madison Square Garden. Usually headlined by Puerto Rican superstar, and on the undercard filled with Puerto Rican talent, Puerto Rican prospects. This year's a bit different. I think last year Edgar main evented our Puerto Rican Day Parade boxing event. And this time we're going to get a tremendous fight. And neither of them is Puerto Rican, but it's a great fight. I'm going to get into that fight a little later. I want to talk about the undercard of this fight. We got Omar Rosario, man, La Nueva Era, the new era. One of the top 140 prospects in the world. In Puerto Rico, and I think, based on what I've read and what I've heard, he is the best prospect coming out of Puerto Rico at 140 pounds. Omar Rosario, man, very good boxer. Nice jab. Comes to fight. And he reminds me a bit of Cotto when you look at him. He's got a bit resemblance of him. And he's a very good fighter, man. Very good fighter, very good prospect, and he has a future. But he fights on the undercard of the big card between Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor. That's the main event. Tremendous fight, so he's on that card. And we also got Henry Moncho Leron, one of the top 126 pounders in the world today. Maybe a win on Saturday gets him the title shot. He's that close to a title shot. Definitely, if he wins impressively on Saturday night, he'll definitely get a title shot. One of the top fighters at 126. Excellent fighter, excellent sharp boxer puncher, very skilled, and he's something to watch. And then the main event for us Puerto Ricans will be none other than the no longer a prospect. He's a contender. Very talented, the youngest fighter to ever get signed by Top Rank at 16, none other than Xander Zayas. Tremendous fighter, guys. Excellent boxer, good power, very sharp, combinations, counter punching, excellent body work, footwork. He has everything, man, and that's why he is the co-main event for this event. One day he'll headline Madison Square Garden, I'm sure of it. But Saturday night he's the co-main, and he'll be taking on Ronald Cruz, veteran in the game. Pretty good record, 19-1, 19-2 with 13 knockouts. Coming off a loss, but he's a durable guy. That'll present a good challenge, a good test for Zayas. Many expect Zayas to win this fight. If you look at both fighters, man, Zayas is definitely the much better fighter, much better boxer. In terms of talent and skill, Zayas has it. You can never count anybody out, though, in boxing. And once you got two hands, man, and you get in that ring, you have a shot at winning the fight. But Zayas, man, he's gonna definitely show out on Saturday night. He's gonna show why he is who he is, and why he has all the hype that he has right now, and everything, man, from the beginning as to why Bob Arum signed him at 16. Bob Arum saw the talent, the potential, and to this day, right before our eyes, we're seeing it. Every time Zayas steps into the ring, he always puts on a show. So no, it won't be any different come Saturday night against Ronald Cruz. And like I said, for us Puerto Ricans, that's our main event. Now, let's get to the main event. The real main event, Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor, guys, an excellent fight. Great fight, whatever you want to call it. Good fight, excellent, great. I think it's great. You know, you got two guys in their primes, stepping up to the plate here in a fight that would definitely lead them to a unification fight with one of the top 140s. Josh Taylor, man, he's defending his WBO Junior Welterweight Championship, 19-0, 13 knockouts. Has faced some of the best at 140. And if you think about it, Josh Taylor, even though he's no longer undisputed, he is, quite frank, basically undisputed still because he has never lost any of the titles. When you think about it, he only has the WBO belt because he decided to keep it. But everyone, the rest, he let them go. So all in all, he never really lost the titles. And he's still undefeated, 19-0. So if you think about it, Teofimo is actually fighting the undisputed champion, Josh Taylor. Not on paper, physically, but Josh Taylor never lost any of those titles in a fight. So here he is, 19-0, defending his WBO belt that he decided to keep. And because he was thinking about going to 147, but you know that's why he ended up keeping the WBO belt. And I think that's what it is. And Teofimo, man, at 135, he was the man. And he beat the man who beat the man, took Lomachenko's undisputed crown, became undisputed champion. Actually, with a unification, and he became undisputed champion after that, in that fight. An excellent performance. You know, he took the fight to Lomachenko, and he deserved the decision. Then he lost it to Kambosos in an excellent fight, very close fight. Teofimo has beat some of the best at 135, man. Masayoshi Nakatani, Richard Comey, Xander Martin. Xander Martin, actually, that was his last fight at 140. Teofimo's last fight at 140. So this will be Teo's third fight at 140. I mean, based on what I saw the interview with Josh Taylor and Teofimo the other day, and he said this is his third. This will actually be his fourth fight at 140. So not that I didn't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't know that he fought at 140 before. It's been way earlier in his career. So he said this will be his fourth fight. So but so far we've seen two fights at 140 that we can recall, and this will be a third. You know, it's a great fight. Teofimo is a hell of a talent, excellent punching power, 18-1, 13 knockouts, man. He has a shot in this fight. Something has to give, man. Will Josh Taylor, will Teofimo lose again? Or will Josh Taylor remain undefeated, man? I mean, another thing is, this is Josh Taylor at his best. He's not lost a fight yet. And like I said, if you think about it, Josh Taylor you can still kind of call him the undisputed champion because he never lost any of those titles. He just gave them up and kept the WBO belt. And the ones and now he defended against Teofimo, and now here comes Teofimo, you know, who's a strong young lion in his prime. You know, 25 years old, man. I mean, he's gone through a lot in his pro career, and he's only 25. And it's crazy. He's probably scary enough that you could think that he's just getting started in this game. But it's a great fight. It's a great fight. I don't know who's going to win. Something has to give. And that's why it's a great fight. You know, boxing needs these types of fights. So far, it's been a great year of boxing. We're only halfway. I don't know who's going to win this fight, guys. This is a tremendous fight. It definitely fits Madison Square Garden, man, and it's going to be a show that we'll never forget. June 10th, ESPN Plus. It's going to be a hell of a show. Xander Zayas co-main event. It's Ronald Cruz and Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor for the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship. Let me know what you guys think on this card. Let me know what you guys think on this fight. Teofimo and Josh Taylor. Miracle Boy Boxing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.